welcome to the Sin Adventure. I'm James Showers, cleanest name in the biz, and today we are with Birds of Valhalla. So, for everyone out there that doesn't know who are you, what business do you do, and what kind of products do you offer?
My name's Deb, Deb Glaze, and I have Birds of Valhalla is my business um, in New York.
Okay, and then doing soap, right? Have you been able to quit your job doing this full time, or do you do something else on the side?
Yeah, I was a chef and artist, and I wasn't able to cook anymore because of health issues. And I did art at home. I raised my son, and I had a lot of medical issues, so I wasn't able to return to the kitchens. It's a high stress job
Yeah.
being a chef, and it's hard on the body too. And I kind of did my time. I did about a decade,
Jeez.
and it's pretty normal actually. My body was like done. So I became a stay at home mom for quite some time for my high needs kid, and I was going crazy mentally. So I'm 88. I have ADHD, so I would cycle through the crafts and the interests, and but then one day I fell on soap, and it struck a chord in me because it was like cooking and it was like art.
Yeah.
And
Oh, continue.
yeah,
I was gonna say
so
there's probably some
it's
sort of
everything.
correlation between, uh, being a chef and making soap. You're cooking soap basically in the kitchen now instead.
Yep, yep.
So outside of body care, is there any kind of hobbies, collections, or interests that you have?
Oh yeah. It's a long list. Um, yeah, I play musical instruments. I play ukulele. I play the guitar. I sing.
Wow.
I also have dabbled in oil painting and studied it, sculpture, fiber arts, portraiture. Like I could draw anything basically,
Nice.
or paint anything in any medium for the most part, except for watercolor. I can't do that one, um, but yeah, I have a strong background and including college study in both culinary and art. And I also love to garden, to travel, write, anything creative, honestly.
Yeah.
Cooking, I love to cook.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definite long list, and you can just tell by all the accessories in the background. I mean, you have other interests outside of soap for sure.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
so, is there a story behind the name Birds of Valhalla?
Yeah. Um, so just like you, I had three birds. And it's it started because I had these medical issues. I have ever heard of the boy in the bubble?
Yes, I have.
So I have a version of that disease where I was born with it. It's genetic, where I'm missing part of my immune system. And I think it's really fitting with the whole soap trajectory because boy in the bubble, girl in the bubble. But so I'm missing part of my immune system, and I can't fight a cold like a normal person. I get sick really easy. So I've had a lot of surgeries, 13, and it kind of homebound me. And when I became homebound and realized what I got my treatments. I was stuck at home. This was even before COVID started.
Hey.
And I got some birds. And when I started making soap, I didn't know what I was doing with marketing. And I came up with the name Three Bird Soap because I had three birds.
Yeah.
So original. Right, right, baby.
That's actually what I named our. We had a construction company just recently, and we called it Three Birds as well. So I thought that
That's
was
incredible. Yeah, here's Bevan just brought this to me. So I drew this. This is our original logo.
sweet.
That is a mustache parakeet in the middle, and that is an Indian ringneck parakeet in the back, and a Quaker parrot in the front.
Nice.
So thank you, Bevan. So we started as Three Birds Soap, and I made stuff at home with my son present. I taught him to read. He has ADHD and autism, and I supported him the best I could as a mom. And my husband's a software engineer, so he was working in New York City.
Yeah.
And so he'd come home and I'd try to take care of everything. But then I needed something for me. I needed, my brain is very active and I needed something for me because it, to feel like I was contributing something to the world and giving something back and doing something with my life, you know.
Yeah.
And I started this brand and I started it with food-based ingredients because I was a chef because that's what I knew.
Yeah.
And I have a very sharp sense of smell because of my background and sense of color and expensive tastes, unfortunately. I wish I didn't, but I do.
Yeah.
Um, and the brand was formed around I kept improving the soap, improving until it became sort of almost an art form to me. And we started on Facebook and then it grew into TikTok and then we exploded on TikTok. We have 500,000 followers on TikTok. I can't even fathom how that happened, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But we started just humbly on my kitchen table in Manhattan and, in New York City, no space at all. The only shelf that I had could fit behind the door. We had to build it, you know, very small hobbyist. I was a hobbyist. Yeah. So that's some older stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I'd throw a little bit of that up here as well. Yeah, I saw some of your videos that you posted about, being three birds and some of the older soaps that you were making, and I thought that was kind of cool because you can kind of see the progression that you've had.
Yeah.
You even said, "Hey, these were crappy, and I can't believe people bought them," which is kind of funny. And
yeah,
you do post quite a bit of videos on your TikTok, and I was going through that too, and there's some pretty cool looking soaps on there. I think the recent one was either a strawberry chocolate one, but it looks like there's raspberries on there, or the strawberries or something. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, my friend's going to get it for you right now so we can show it to you.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. I was noticing all those, I guess they're strawberries or they're raspberries or something at the end. That's definitely takes time.
Yeah, so this is strawberry chocolate. This is what you're talking about, I presume.
Yep.
And we get a custom stamp made by an artist basically where you're from.
Nice.
And the soap strawberries, these are soapy strawberries and raspberries that smell like raspberries and strawberries with chocolate sauce that we pipe on that smells like real chocolate sauce. And these are 7 ounces. These are massive bars. Oh God, they make me hungry. They smell like raspberries and chocolate and strawberries. And it's like an art form and cooking to me. I don't make it for other people. When I make it for me, and I hope that other people like it. And it's amazing to me, the community that has grown, and I'm just happy to be able to do what I love.
You mentioned right there a minute ago about food grade oils, and I kind of want to touch base on that because I think a lot of people were confused that there's different grades of oils, from different pressings and different qualities of oils. Is there a reason that you use those ones over, I guess, traditional or cheaper oils?
So I like to use the word food-based, which is different than food grade.
Okay.
But food-based meaning that I buy all of my supplies from restaurant stores. I'm not, some people make soap with lower quality ingredients. And usually these are people that are producing overseas, not hobbyists or small soap makers. They tend to use higher quality ingredients.
Yeah.
But yeah, the products that I use, I try to use food-based oils, not food grade, but food-based oils. That's something that you would cook with, that you would eat at a restaurant, to be a more natural oil. Same thing with our colorants. They're ethical colorants made in the United States, which is unusual.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely hard to find U.S.-based companies that are offering, because you already know there's so many international brands, and there's even like United States brands that are buying foreign products and then
Yes,
selling them.
absolutely. And
So,
everything in between.
so what process goes into creating and choosing the scents that you're using for your products?
Well, what makes us kind of unique, there's a lot of soap makers out there, and a lot of them are good soap makers. What makes us unique is that you mentioned like we do a lot of videos. We've made over 8,000 videos. So a lot of what we do is entertain and to involve our community in the process of making soap together, which is unusual.
Yeah,
Most of the time, people make soap and they do a drop and they sell it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not how we do it here. How we do it here, and it's a harder way to do it, is that we go live and we ask our audience, what do you think? Should we try this? Should we try that? And we go through the process of involving our audience in selecting the fragrances and the combinations and the colors. And we've been doing that for 4 years,
nice.
weekly. So a lot of our creations are collaborative creations with our audience.
With the community.
Yep.
I noticed you were also doing some lives where you are making custom soap loaves for people on stream.
Yep.
How is that? I mean, it's pretty interesting. Someone just calls in or places an order for, I want this color, this scent, and you just whip it up right there on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's a custom. We just made this last night. This girl's very gothy. She loves vampires and goth stuff. And so it's all activated charcoal. But she told me what she wanted, and she gave me our order form for a custom is you can select up to 3 essential oils or fragrances. There's no extra charge for the essential oils. It's the same price. And then you can select up to 3 scents, or 3 colors. But if a product is going to turn brown, now if you look carefully, it is black, but it's actually brown.
Yeah.
You see it? I don't know if the camera's picking it up.
Yeah, it almost has like a goldish tint to that as well. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's on the top there.
Yeah, it's a color. It's a fragrance that is going to an essential oil as well. It's a blend that's going to turn brown, but she wanted it activated charcoal in it, and it's going to be like a blackish brown because of the vanilla in it.
Yeah.
But that's one. Here's another we made. This got cinnamon in it, and here's another one we made. We made these last night, and they're 1 pound loaves. And they end up being 6 bars of soap, and our recipe is very long lasting. So like this little loaf of soap is going to last somebody at least 4 months.
Wow. Do you cut it before you send it out, or you just send it as a little chunk like that, and they can just?
Oh, we cut it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they get their own little bars all set up already.
Yeah, they get like cute little bars. And we also have another shape that's more like chunky, and a lot of men order that shape. And you just let me know, and we have another one. It's exactly the same size. It's just a different, more like square shape.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we also have molds, and we could pour it in whatever you like. It's yeah. Here we go. Thank you so much, Bevan. Thank you. Got it. So yeah, they come
Nice.
cut like this and cured, and then you just use your bars. And the only caveat is it takes time because they have to cure.
Yeah.
And also, we can't really reproduce it exactly every time. It's a custom product that's handmade by humans.
Yeah.
So
one of a
there's
kind, you get what you.
What's that?
It's just kind of like a one of a kind thing, right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. And we do also offer though a signature line of products that's always available, extremely consistent, ships immediately. So we're kind of offering different services here. Yeah, dragon eggs. We also do custom lotion. We make everything here.
That's awesome. You know what? I notice a lot of brands that have lotions or liquid-based soaps typically use like a wholesale base and just
Yep.
add the fragrance. So you're actually making these in-house.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. We're talking to other soap makers. One of the things that we're called the birds of Valhalla, right? With the S, birds.
Yeah.
And one of the things that also makes us a unique is that we work with other creators to make our products. So, like our candles are made by a brilliant woman in Texas who works for NASA,
Wow.
and she makes our candles and our wax melts for us. And we talk about like my recipe and how she can improve it and tweak it, and we work on the designs together. And eventually, what I'd like for the business is to become like a group of creators, and not just me, but like many soap makers and many creators, because not everybody markets, not everybody wants to market.
Yeah.
So some people just want to make their craft. Some people are hobbyists and they don't have time to market, and they just make good soap. And like I want to bring those people together under this umbrella here as the
Yeah.
birds of Valhalla, and
Right.
create a brand that we can create together and offer together.
I like that kind of community building for
Yeah.
soap makers and artists. So, what kind of hurdles or obstacles have you had to overcome starting this brand?
So many. I didn't know shit about marketing when I started. I was a chef and an artist, and I thought salesmen were evil. And what people don't understand is when you start any business, it doesn't matter what you sell. It doesn't matter if you sell soap or you have a service, right? You have to become a marketer first and foremost, and you have to sell your product, and that becomes your primary function is to sell your product consistently. And I'll say that that was the hardest thing for me. It was to accept as an artist and as a chef, as a creator, as somebody that was a hobbyist, to like accept the fact that I was going to become a leader and become a marketer. And I didn't want to put my face on camera. I didn't want to go through that whole process. And also, I had no funders.
Yeah.
I had $800 in the bank when I started, so I'm completely bootstrapped.
Yeah.
And I worked from Manhattan with the highest cost of living in the country, in the tiniest space that could be. I mean, I come from. It was hard to get here. It was
Yeah.
really hard, but it was worth it. And if I can do it, anyone can do it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think what you said right there, definitely the marketing and having to be
Yeah.
a salesman. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I'm not a salesman myself. And so anytime I have something I have to get rid of, it's like, I'm too honest.
Yep.
This ain't working or that's going on, and then I don't sell it or I get a bad price. So definitely have to learn a few different skills to market
You
your
know,
products.
what you just said is super important. You said, I'm too honest.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I don't have the capacity to just lie. I just don't have it. I can't keep up with it. I don't have the mental capacity to like lie. So I have found that the way I sell is they call it guerrilla marketing. I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall, right?
Yeah.
And seeing what sticks. But like, I have always sold authentically. Like I sell on, if you don't buy my product, that's okay. That's okay. Like, but I'm not going to lie to people. I'm not going to tell them it's for a particular body part or it's like, and I see a lot of my competitors doing that on TikTok and so forth. Like,
Yeah.
it's if you're not going to buy the product on its merits, then the product doesn't stand on its merits, and the product is a failure. So being honest, like you just said, is I think the best way forward. It's the hardest way, but it's the best way.
Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, people like honesty. For
Yes.
one, no one wants to be bamboozled.
Yes, and they'll trust you because of it.
So,
If you earn it.
what started your body care journey? I mean, we talked about where you started, but like, kind of what kicked it off? Why soaps?
Well, it was quite by accident. I did have horrible acne. I have that typical story where I had skin problems and my soap solved it, and it's absolutely true when it comes to me. I had PCOS, which is something only women get, and I had acne all here, and everywhere else I had dry skin. And I didn't even realize I had dry skin. I just felt itchy and didn't know why. And I used like the body wash, and I used Dove, and I used cheap soap, and I didn't think twice about it. Um, but then when I made my own products from olive oil, it was almost immediate, the change. The acne took about a week or two to start to resolve, but like the dry skin was gone immediately, first use. The itchiness stopped, and then the acne cleared up, and I was like, okay, there's something to this. So I am gonna be 45 in less than a month. I still get carded. My skin is the best it's ever been, and all I use is my soap. That's it. And I started to, people just saw it and were like, oh, okay. And I offered it to friends and family on Facebook, and it grew.
Nice.
And I haven't had the acne back since I started. And that was 5 years ago.
That glow on the skin.
Yep. And I don't wear makeup. I wear eyeshadow and like a little blush, but I don't wear makeup on my face. I'm too sensitive. I'll react to it. So
that's good. A lot of those commercial soaps are basically detergents. And I don't
yes.
think people realize that. And
yes.
that squeaky clean feel that
yep.
people think they're getting from, like, you know, the Irish Spring or something like that.
Yeah, that's dry skin.
Yeah. You don't want that, actually.
Nope.
So if you were to start this all over, what would you do differently?
Honestly, I'm famous for this in my life. My parents will tell you. But I do everything the hard way. I had to do everything myself, from development to research to making the product to creating the packaging. I wish that I had made less types of things, because we have over 500 products available on our website, including 2 variety packs. One is $10 right now for 9 soaps. I offer so many different products, and we make everything. And because of that, my budget is just out of control, because we offer so much. Not only do we offer so much, we make all of it. And we offer it 24/7. We don't do drops. You can order at 3 o'clock in the morning and get your products, or, you know, and we have 5-star customer service as well, which I keep somebody on hand to always offer that. But I wish I had come a little simpler towards this. Like maybe like some brands only offer 4 or 5 types of soap, or even one product. And I wish I had kind of approached it like that, instead of like, here's a million things. But at the same time, with my ADHD and the way that my brain works, I don't know if I could have.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could have done that. So it is what it is, and here it is. It's what I created. And now I'm trying to simplify it. And I tell my followers, we're going to simplify, but it never happens. Now we're adding deodorant and razors and shave cream and beard balm, and like, you know, it just never ends. So
just keeps rolling.
Yeah.
I noticed some comments over here. I don't know if everyone can hear me. I don't know if my mic's actually working or not, but hopefully you guys are able to at least understand the questions and stuff as we go along.
I can't see anything. I just see you.
Okay.
And baby.
Oh, she's over there. My wife took her because she was making too much noise. No, you can leave her over there. She's being a brat. So what kind of milestones or moments of success that you've had or that stick out to you during this process here?
Honestly, hiring people to help me personally, that means so much to me, because the people that work with me really, really want to be here. Like, for example, I have a guy that stocks shelves at a grocery store for 15 years, and he's brilliant. And now he works on my website, and he ships my packages. We ship everything here, by the way. Everything. We don't use fulfillment. We ship in every package by hand here. For now. That could change in 2 years, but right now we're able to still handle it. But I love watching someone come into the space, finding their space and giving the room to grow,
Yeah.
and then watching them kind of become part of this and become indispensable and also find their self-confidence in the process. And I love watching people grow and develop in this space like I did, because I was super insecure when I started this. I didn't want to be on camera. I didn't want people to see my face. I was afraid. And I love watching other people have that opportunity and to offer that opportunity at a living wage here in New York, which is no small feat.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm proud of that. And I hope that we continue to grow to offer opportunity, even though like there's a limit to how big this could get because it's a small batch soap company. I know that we're not going to get real big. That's okay with me. Um, but I also like I drew my own logos. Like these are my own artistic renderings, and like that was a big deal. And getting my trademarks. Um, and being able to support my family. My husband's always been the person that supported our family for 16 years. He's a software engineer, so he does well. It was nice to be able to support not only my staff but my family just on my income for this past 6 months or so.
That's cool.
And it's been hard, but that's a big deal from coming from nothing, you
Yeah.
know.
Do you have a physical location right now, like an actual shop that Birds of Valhalla, like a storefront shop, or is this just kind of like in a?
It's we're only here in the studio in New York, and it's literally my home. We have it separated. There's business level and home level, and unfortunately, the business has also taken over some rooms upstairs. But we almost got a place this winter, and it fell through, not because of us, but we're looking at another space. Eventually, we will have a physical location, but we do offer a variety pack to deliver to your door to be able to smell like a whole array of things that offer here that are signature, so they're always here. Um, Thank you so much. Like this is what put us on the map. And thank you so much, Bev. And inside we have like a whole tour of the shop. So, and each one of these, because we don't use palm oil, they last a long time. So
Yeah.
this will last you 2, 3 showers. This one little piece. And so by the time you're done with this, you get an idea of what we offer here. And there's a cologne and a lip balm too. And we also offer a $10 version. So like you don't have to physically come. We'll deliver this to you,
Yeah.
and it's fast, very fast. You don't have to wait for a drop. We're 24/7, and you'll get an idea of what we have from those packs.
Nice. Kind of want to touch base a little bit on kind of go off script here a little bit. Price points. I think I'm only bringing this up because you mentioned having employees, paying them the living wage. You're obviously, your home is half or three-quarters a studio right now, right?
Yep.
And then also, if I'm looking at these soaps right here, and these aren't one quick little pour. There's a lot of work that goes into these soaps. They're almost like
Yeah, those are
little pieces
shampoos.
of art. Oh yeah, these are shampoos right here.
They're more money.
Yeah. I mean that all goes into. There's even like a coconut free section that you guys have here too, right? So no coconut, no palm.
Yeah.
And once you start getting rid of some of those cheaper, more readily available oils, obviously prices go up there as well. Is that what you say contributes to? I mean, the price that people always want to. Well, people always want to nitpick on price.
Yeah,
I've
of
noticed
course.
that
I
in
hear
a
it
lot
all
of
the
these little
time.
groups. But
Yeah.
a lot of times you get what you pay for, in my experience. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So not that somebody selling a cheaper soap is not as good, but you're
Mhm.
obviously paying for, like what you said, right? You're supporting a small business. You're taking care of like employees, so you're giving people jobs even through this soap. And obviously you have overhead with your shop and the art that you're putting into the soap.
Mm.
Am I right on that, or is there other
Yeah.
factors there that I'm missing?
So if you go to the website, you go under soap, don't select shampoo.
Okay.
You will see a much different price point. You go under just soap bars there, signature collection. So our
Yep.
standard signature collection, if you scroll down, is about $15. And you see that gold thing that says rewards right there?
Yep.
So every purchase you make, you get, so if you buy a $15 bar, you get 15 feathers. Got to be a bird person.
Yeah.
15 feathers, and that's basically dollars, and it lasts a year. And then that's not enough. Then also, if you sign up for email, SMS, or you buy a variety pack, there's a special code at the top of the website. So basically, like, there's pretty much always 15% off available. So yeah, the soap is $15, but when you check out, it's $12.50.
Yeah.
The bars tend to be 5 to 6 ounces. Compare that to Doctor, I'm not going to say his name,
Yeah.
4.7 ounces. Their soaps are famous for not lasting very long.
That's correct.
My soap lasts about 3 to 4 weeks per bar. So per use, my soap is actually cheaper than Doctor, not going to say his name. I like to say this, don't watch your money wash down the drain.
Yeah.
It's more money up front, but it's going to last longer. So it's actually cheaper. The sticker shocks people, I think, at first, but then they get the product and they're like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't going to be gone in 7 to 10 days. This is going to stick around my shower for 2, 3, 4 weeks.
And-
Also, the scent.
Yeah, I was gonna
doesn't
say
disappear.
it's not as synthetic. I notice a lot of
Right.
some of those other bars are very synthetic
Mm-hmm.
smelling. You know, cheap oil fragrance. That's another topic. Fragrance oils and essential oils. There's many grades of fragrance oils that you can get. A lot of cheap ones out there that
Mhm.
people are using, and you know, you can actually get to some pretty high price points with fragrance oils. It's crazy. I don't think people
Oh my God.
totally understand that. And then
Oh my
essential
God.
oils is a whole nother animal,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So where are you at with that? I mean, I haven't looked through all of your scent profiles here, but you're using quite a bit of essential oils and
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm using a combination of essential and fragrance oil, but the fragrance oil that we use tends to be really high quality as well, because there is definitely a value difference. Like, a lot of people use Nature's Garden, which there's nothing wrong with Nature's Garden. It's just, it gives me headaches, and I'm sensitive to smells, and I also don't want to bring anything around my birds that could possibly be dangerous to them.
yeah,
And I have asthma. My son has asthma. We have allergies in the studio. So I'm very picky about the cleanliness of my fragrance oils. So I do spend more money to get the better stuff. And then I like to use essential oils whenever I can. And sometimes that's in combination. Like our Raven soap, for example, is 100% essential oils, or 95% essential oils.
that's awesome.
And some of my soaps are not essential oils. They are high quality fragrance oils. But you could pay $300 for a gallon of fragrance oil, or you could pay $80 for a gallon of fragrance oil.
Yeah,
And there's a quality difference, just like food, just like paint, just like anything. And I tend to get the good stuff and in excess, and then I use the maximum amount of it. So a lot of soap makers will put 2% or 3%. I'll put the full 5 or 6% of combination essential and fragrance,
yeah,
which makes a stronger scented product, which stays on your skin after the shower,
yeah.
sometimes all day.
That's awesome.
And then of course the colorant on top of that is, if you might notice, my colors are intense. That's because we use American-made mica powder from a small business. So it's pricier, but the colors are much brighter,
Yeah,
and we use the maximum amount of that as well.
very vibrant, as I
Mhm.
noticed. Since we're kind of talking about products and stuff right there, these breast milk soaps, these are, for some reason, People are freaking out about breast
Yeah, yeah.
milk soap. I don't think that they realize how many soap makers get requested to make
Yeah.
a breast milk soap. I'm in
Yeah.
a few different soap maker groups like Saponification Nation and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
it gets
I'm
brought
on
up
there.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
I was looking at these names, the boobies, you know, and then so like the tale of two melons. I mean, what I thought was kind of funny is, I mean, you're obviously not taking yourself too serious here, right? You're having a little bit of fun. You're poking a little bit of fun. What's the other one? Some honeysuckles and
Honeysuckle.
yeah, honeysuckle, and then how do
What
you
what
like
was it?
them apples? I mean,
Calm your tits.
yeah. So
The birds.
they're fun names, right? They got some fun names in there, and then
Yep.
obviously
Diamond cutters.
who who's buying this mainly? Is this for like people that have kids and they want, or is it just people feel like it's a better product because it's a human milk or something?
All right, I'll be completely straight with you. I'm a content creator. I'm an entertainer. I'm not just a soap maker. I'm a content creator and an entertainer.
Yeah,
I get sales of my soap by entertaining and making content.
yeah,
I found out pretty early on through many requests that people wanted this product. And then I just happened to have a local donor that happened to have breast milk. And I'm like, you know what? I'll try it. It's a little crazy. I'll try it.
yeah,
And then I tried it and people bought it. And then I'm like, I have the same feeling towards it than I think the general audience, which is like, ugh. Like a little bit like, but why am I grossed out by that when I'll drink goat milk?
yeah,
So I have this like internal struggle of it's gross. Wait, no, it's not. Like, like all of this.
yeah,
And it goes through saponification just like any other process. It goes through the heating process
yeah.
and the chemical change. But I thought, why not approach it with humor? Why not call it, calm your tits and
Yeah.
the tale of two melons and just confront what repulses people about it. And honestly, it's a great approach because people laugh
Yeah.
and then they buy it. And, I will never make it again, I don't think, but it was a fun thing and it's great for SEO
And
because
it's locally
very
sourced,
make it. So
locally sourced too, right? Correct.
there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah. So I think that's actually pretty cool that you are incorporating entertainment into this
Yeah.
soap. It's not hey, I'm just making soap. I'm putting soaps out there. You're creating a complete brand here, right? You've got you can. I mean, you just look. You got horns on your deal. I mean, the whole everything, right? It's a part of the brand. It's a part of the entertainment. I think that's also what people don't understand that they're getting with this brand, right? When you're buying this, you're getting what looks like really artsy style soaps, and
Well, you get the customer service too, like 24/7. Like a lot of people make a brand and it's only accessible for 2 days and then it's sold out.
yeah,
And we're available 24/7. And you can even tell us what you want and we'll make it. You might even get a video. And like 500,000 people might see it. Like it's a totally different, it's not, I'm not saying it's better. It's not better. It's just different. It's just
yeah,
what we do different.
yeah. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, you've got almost like your own little niche going on here. Your own little style.
Yeah.
What was I going to add to that? Obviously, you've got a bunch different products. I think this is cool that you have these bird safe wax melts. So that's definitely a plus because obviously got this thing back here.
That's why I make them because I have birds and we cook around our birds, right? We cook meals. Like, how are they not dropping dead? Well, I looked into that, because people are so afraid for good reason of like Glade plugins and things like that. And so I approached that a different reason of what's safe, what isn't. But like, I want to say something about the prices before we move on.
Yeah.
That I think is really important that a lot of people don't understand. I can make an $8 soap. I can make a $10 soap. I can do that. All right. And I used to do that when I was a hobbyist and I had a job supporting me or my husband supporting me. And I did this for fun. And I did this in my off hours, which there is no judgment there. That's where I was. I didn't make any money for 3 years.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I worked 90 hours a week, 90 hours a week, you know? But I'm in that painful in between period where I'm no longer a hobbyist and I'm responsible for payroll.
Yeah.
And I'm not like Dr. S size where I'm making 450 million a year and have deals with Disney. Like I'm not them and I'm not a hobbyist. I'm in the middle. And, you know, I feel like that's a painful place and it's a place of in between that a lot of soap makers don't reach because they're not able to let go of their full-time jobs
Yeah.
or they don't want to. They want to keep it a hobby. And when you reach that point, you're responsible for payroll and you're responsible for finances you're not responsible for when you have a hobby.
Yeah.
And so, yes, the prices change. Um, and then when you hit mass production like Dr. S, you know, you can produce in a factory across the world,
Yeah.
your prices drop, but then so does your quality.
Correct.
So, you know, if you want to compare me against brands like me, like Royalty Soaps or Outlaw Soaps,
Yeah.
or the black stuff is similar to my size. Um, but I feel like when people see the prices, they compare apples to oranges, and they don't understand how different the cost factors could be.
Yeah. Correct.
And plus, my soaps are 6 ounces, or almost 6 ounces.
Yeah, some pretty big ones. Just want to note with Dr. S on that mass manufacturing. I mean, it's made in a giant block and then chopped up.
Yep.
I don't feel like the actual like soaps from the inside actually cure well enough.
No.
What kind of curing process are you doing there? Like 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or it's just
It depends on where you order it from. If you order it from their website, they ship it like the next day. If you order it from Amazon or like you go to Walmart, it could have sat on the shelf for 6 months. So I really encourage people to weigh their soaps. That sounds really weird, but weigh your soaps. If it says 5 ounces on the package, please weigh my soaps. I dare you.
yeah.
You will find 9 times out of 10, what I say on my package is lighter than what I gave you.
Nice.
And you will find 9 times out of 10, what they say on their package is heavier than what they gave you. So that's all I'm going to say there. You know?
Pull out your scales, like ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, please.
So, what kind of products, scents, or decisions that you've made in this process do you consider failures?
Oh, I fail every day. I'm a total F up. I don't know what I can say here. But on TikTok, you got to be real careful. But something about an entrepreneur, I will say, is that an entrepreneur screws up 100 times. And what's different about an entrepreneur is that they keep going. Oh, I screwed up today. I'm going to wake up and try again tomorrow. Right? So I've screwed up more times than I can count. I screwed up this week and last week. And I'll continue to screw up, I promise. But I also promise that I'll continue to improve. And we're looking to expand our horizons and offer to more price points. We're looking to make a less expensive soap line, a natural soap line for men, actually, because 80% of our customers are women.
Yeah.
So we're not really competing with Dr. S and many other brands. We're actually different because we're mostly women over here. But we're looking to branch out. And I think people are tired of spending $8 on a bar of soap that wastes away in a week. We want to change that. We really do.
Yeah, I think natural soaps, natural body care products are definitely becoming a lot more popular with men. You know,
Yes.
For a while it was just kind of like, what are you talking about? You're some kind of Sally over here. You know what I mean? You guys would just make fun of you. Oh, I said, guys would kind of make fun of you if you were into some body care. They'd call you a Sally or something like that.
Oh, Sally. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of a little construction term here.
Mm.
But I think the tides have changed a little bit, and I mean, there's a lot of guys in these groups that are diehard natural products. You know, beard oils, beard butters, lotions, even. I mean, I see guys that head to toe lotions going on all the time over here, and yeah. So I think it's definitely cool that guys are definitely getting into body care, so that it's a niche that's opening up. What kind of advice would you have for other people looking to start a brand?
So I'm writing a book, actually. It's funny. It's hilarious that you said that, because I was literally writing a book. I started it 2 weeks ago, and I think it's going to pull together quickly. But one of the things I do is help other small businesses. I don't charge, most of the time I don't charge for it at all. But I help with other people's businesses to help them create like a logo and a target audience and what they offer. And I will say something. If you're going to start a brand, if you're going to start a business, the biggest thing I would ask yourself, and I don't hear this enough from people, I hear a lot of like BS, like, oh, you can do it, and put in the work, and like hustle, and like, who cares, hustle. Like that can be toxic. If you have kids, wait till they're 12, 13, right there. Please, I'm begging you, because you will hate yourself when you're working 120 hours a week and you don't see your kid for 3 years. That's my biggest regret. That's my biggest screw up. I thought he was old enough. I didn't think it would take all my time. It did. It does. I work 90, 120 hours a week. I haven't had a day off since Christmas, actually, and it's March.
Yeah.
So weekends are not a thing. Weekends are another work day. I don't know what day it is. And I will tell you, it is going to be like that for you too. Yeah. Make sure that your kids are grown enough that they're independent. And also, why are you getting into a brand? Why are you starting a business? Is it the money or is it fame? If it's money, you're going to have a different path than if it's fame. Yeah. So read your books on marketing, know what you're getting into, and understand why you're doing it. Don't just do it because you think you have a cool hobby and people are telling you should sell it. It's a bad idea. Sometimes it's okay to have a hobby, and it's a hobby, and it's for you, and it makes you happy. And it doesn't have to be a hustle. It can just be something that makes you happy. And that's okay. And in our society, it's not okay. It's got to be a hustle. You got to sell it. But I think that's a mistake. So, just do some introspective, why am I doing this? And decide your path before you start, is my big advice. And please read my blog for more, because I'm going to help people with that.
Beyond, offering this book that you're putting together here, do you offer like online consultations with people, so they can reach out to you and say, hey, I'm looking to do this, and you'll kind of like take a look at what they're doing and kind of critique it a little bit and say, hey, change this, offer that, get rid of this stuff, whatever. Okay, cool. How do they, kind of off subject here, but how do they get a hold of you for something like that? Just through the website?
Honestly, the best way to get a hold of me is the website. We have a 24-hour chat. I'm up till 3 o'clock in the morning, but like I'm a third shifter, always have been. It's the creative curse. But you can contact us on chat, or email is really the best way to get us. Please don't hit me up on social channels, because like for TikTok, for example, I have so many people on TikTok that you're going to get drowned. Yeah. And it's an important message, so I'd rather get it. So contact me through support at Birds of Valhalla, which my assistant sees it too. So she'll be like, Deb, there's an email, it's important, or through the website.
Okay. Making and creating products, coming up with, I guess, recipes for soaps.
Yeah.
Where do you start with that? I mean, how do you work out your products?
Well, there was a book called The Nerdy Farm Wife. Jade, can you get it? It's in the top drawer over here. And I learned soap making on this book. I've got to show it to you guys. And I have no stake in this. Like, I don't promote her products or get any percentage. But a lot of people say I learned on YouTube, and I definitely did learn on YouTube, but don't keep don't disregard the fact that I cooked for 10 years. So that helped.
Yeah.
But this book here, yeah, this is the original. My husband wants you to see how beat up this is and how many times I've
You had to get a
written in
second
it,
copy.
how disgusting it is, because I've been using it for so long. But you could see all the measurements. And what's fun about this book is you can look at it and you see the math. As I grew, I had to keep expanding the recipes. So like I'd make 12 and then I'd make 50 and then I'd make 400, and now I make on average 600 bars of soap a week. But and I used to make it all myself. You should see my shoulders. They're ridiculous. But like, thank you so much. But that book, I really highly recommend it. It's like $20. And it goes through lotion, scrubs, beard oil, pet salves, soap, shampoo bars, lotion bars. It kind of takes you through lip balms, through every step of different products you can make naturally at home. And I really recommend, even people that don't own a business, just to make stuff for your family and for yourself. Like, it's a great book.
Nice.
Shout out to the Nerdy Farm. What?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I
Super
noticed you
cool.
have a lot of like crystals and rocks and
Yeah.
runes. This is kind of a dumb question. How do I find that on your website? 'Cause I was looking and I can
Actually-
only find the runes, and I'm lost.
So the reason I sell that stuff, just a little background, is because I used to put them on the soap. And then people said, Deb, can you just sell the crystals? I have 40 bars of soap from you. I'm good. Like, can I just have a crystal? And
Oh yeah.
so
Sorry.
I'm like,
I did it.
I started this path. This is a labradorite. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to start offering crystals. And I will tell you, even at $15 a bar, you don't make a lot of money on soap. Soap is not a money-making venture.
Correct.
And so crystals help offset some of that for me. It makes it possible for me to keep making soap at such high quality and large, sizes in New York. And the crystals we sell on Tuesday at 9 p.m. EST on Lives. We don't often post them on the website because they go so quickly.
Okay.
But we do sell these free forms on the website. If you look under labradorite, you will find these, but they go quick. Like I'll get 50 of them in, and 30 of them are gone that week.
Yeah. So do you do a lot of your sales through the lives? Because I notice you do
Yeah.
lives almost every night. Kind of either
Yep.
have like you're making soap or you're doing some like crystal sales things happening there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a set schedule, or is it just kind of every night? It's like, hey, we're gonna do this or we're gonna do that.
Yeah, I every Tuesday at 9 p.m. EST we do our crystal lives, and we usually start with some new products, and we do rings too. We do custom rings.
Cool.
And then on Wednesday we tend to do sample lives where we stuff boxes full of different samples. They're all labeled and everything. And then Thursday night for almost 4 years now, we do soap making lives, and those can get crazy. Those are fun. And you can come in and you can literally order a custom, and we'll make it right in front of you. If we don't have too many orders in front of you, we'll make it right there, and you can interact with us and say, I want that to be a different blue, or I want you to swirl it, or and we'll do it as long as like you're next in line. Sometimes you got to wait a week till the following Thursday. But yeah, we've been doing that for 4 years. And then the other lives that we do are sort of just whatever we can do.
Okay.
We'll pack orders live sometimes, or just hang out, draw
Yeah.
pictures, whatever.
Keep the community
Yeah.
engaged.
Yeah.
You did a. I've been watching some of your lives through this last week to just kind of.
Yeah.
I'm spying
I've
on
seen you.
You had a soap request for rosemary and cotton candy. Is that what you actually made, or was that actually a mistake? I didn't stay long enough to find out if that was a mistake or not. Did they have that made?
So that was a chef. I have a couple chefs that follow me because I'm a chef, right? So So, chefs are funny. They're like, what happens when you combine chili peppers with bacon and chocolate? Like, chefs are crazy. We're crazy people. But, like, we come up with some pretty cool stuff because we're crazy and creative. But it was a chef that ordered that and a regular customer. She's an amazing person. And she's like, what happens if you combine rosemary and cotton candy? And I'm thinking, oh boy, I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah.
And what's great about the customs, we have 400 different scents here, is that, occasionally you mix one and you're like, oh, that's horrible. Or that's wonderful. Like you discover, like patchouli and apple, I never would have thought to put those two together.
Yeah.
They're incredible together. Patchouli and apple, I hate patchouli, but patchouli and apple is magic. I don't know how, but so customers come up with these combinations. It's so much fun in these lives, and then we try them. And this one in particular, rosemary and cotton candy, and the cotton candy is cotton candy, like spot on. It smelled like cat urine. It smelled like ammonia. It smelled like you just stuck your face in a cat box way closer than you wanted to smell. It like literally knocked us over when we smelled it, and we felt dizzy afterwards. And I told my customer on the live, I said, I'm not making this for you. I'm vetoing it. And I will do that. If you pick a combination that's disgusting, I will, or even smells bad, I won't sell it to you. I'll come back and say, hey, like, Bev, can you show me the one that didn't work out right there?
Yep.
I'm going to show you something interesting real quick that comes along with that. So thank you. This is one of the 6 customs we made last night. And there's something wrong with it. It's blueberry and maple syrup, but it didn't work. Do you see all that sliminess down there? So it didn't. Sometimes you combine fragrance oils and it just doesn't work for whatever scientific reason. And so we will make this again for the customer at no additional cost. If it's not correct, if I'm not happy with it, if my staff aren't happy with it, we will just keep making it or refund her. But sometimes that's the risk with custom products. You never made them before. You don't know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
And there's mistakes in that, but you learn.
For people out there that haven't ever tried your products, what would you say to them to let them know that your products are worth purchasing and they're special, or
Well, I'll say that we have a 4.94 star review, not just across our website, which you can remove bad reviews from your website. And a lot of companies do that. We don't, because we have Judge Me, and you can check us on that, and you can see what that is. We leave our bad reviews up too, but we really have a 4.94 star review across over 4,000 reviews. And you can see that on our website, actually. But if you go to Etsy at Birds of Valhalla, same review. If you go to Facebook, same review. TikTok, same review. And Google, same review. So we take care of our customers. Once they buy from us, we take care of them. And we really have that level of service that we're going to make sure that you're happy. And what we're really known for is our customs and our signature soaps as well, meaning that we always have them in stock. Some bigger companies, they have products that are always in stock, but their shipping is very slow or inconsistent, or they spam you with emails and ads, and we don't do that. We'll email you twice a week to let you know we're live, or that we have a blog post and we're giving away money. Oh, by the way, we give money away on our blog posts weekly.
Nice.
We have a blog on our website. Sorry to go on a tangent. We post weekly or bi-weekly. And if you read and comment on the blog, we give $50 away store credit to people that comment on our blog.
Nice.
But yeah, it's really, I'm really proud of that review. And people that I feel honored that anyone would ever try us and support our small business. But the proof is in the pudding. It's in the reviews. And we've heard so many stories of people having skin issues that no longer have skin issues, or people that have spent a lot of money on prescription products for their acne, and they're hair loss and etc. And they no longer have to do that. That people have children or animals. We have dog soap that have had psoriasis and all sorts of issues, and they're gone now. And people that are sensitive to smells and get headaches from colognes, or don't want dangerous products around their pets. So, you know, we're still at that phase where we're still making a lot of
ways that chip down the feathers and all that stuff.
You know, that's the one thing I didn't do is I didn't create. We could do that right now, Jane, for you right now. Do you have any products that you saw that you liked, James, on the website? I know we shipped you something and it didn't get there yet. We shipped it on Monday, but you live in Oregon, right? So
yeah, in Seattle. It's all the way across the states. You know what? I'm not too sure if there's a.
I could do a general discount.
Yeah, anything. I mean, it's for whoever's watching right now, and give them a reason to give you a try.
Yeah. Well, we always have Underdog, which just in case this discount is expired, Underdog has been our discount for 3 years, and it works on our variety packs, making our $12 variety pack only $10.20. And it works on the larger tin variety pack, which is I think 45 or 55, but it's like a big metal thing that you're never going to throw that away. It's going to be a lifetime collection thing. But it works on that, and it works for the soap for a year box. That's literally a year of soap. So Underdog will work on any variety pack, and don't forget we have a search function because we have 500 products on our website. Yeah. So what you see on the landing page is a fraction. It's a deep hole what we have.
You gotta dive in there pretty good to find everything.
So showers. How about we make it showers? The name is going to be showers. And we're going to do 25% off signatures, and maybe beard products.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. I think people might take advantage of that.
Maybe candles as well, Jade. My husband's on it. He's on it.
Okay. Got the tech guy on it. That's good.
All right.
Okay.
Shower.
So, is there anything else that you wanted to touch base on that we didn't talk about in tonight's little interview?
We really went over a lot of stuff.
Like we did, yeah.
So, showers, 25% off candles, signatures, and beard products. Sorry. So, I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity. And this was a lot of fun. I haven't done this I've done this with a couple other people, but it's been a really long time, and it wasn't ever in this sort of situation. And I just want to make my soap. I'm happy over here, and nobody has to buy my products. Everyone has a choice to what they buy, and I would never pressure anyone to buy our product over any other very well-deserving soap maker. We just make a nice, high-quality, long-lasting, ethical, and we're working on palm and coconut-free product. Coconut-free, we're working on it. It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
And I want the men to know that are watching this that we are mostly women right now, our audience, but we are definitely understanding that men would like to be more of a part of this brand. And we are working very hard to get deodorant and some other products in like bundles that we know men enjoy.
Yeah.
And that should be within the next 6 months or so. So you're going to be seeing a lot of us.
Awesome.
And I just appreciate the opportunity. And I love the other interviews you did too. That's really cool that you're doing this. I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
For us small makers.
Yeah. I love small makers. That's kind of like the whole idea of this channel is to showcase brands and makers that don't get enough love either on other channels or other avenues. But I definitely appreciate you coming on here. Like you said, I mean, you really didn't even need to come on here, and probably gave me a nice little boost to the channel. A lot of people in the soap groups have been going crazy about your brand. So I know a lot of people tuned in just to kind of like what's happening, you know. So I think this was good because, you know, I don't think people realize that there's a regular person behind the brand. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm pretty weird.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
All of us are, just a little bit, anyways.
But, I encourage people to be weird because you know what? You're only on this earth so long. There's only one of you. What's the worst thing that could happen? People call you weird?
Yeah.
So
Gotta have
just
fun.
right, have fun, enjoy, make your art, and honestly, if people don't buy it and the brand isn't successful long term, I'm just gonna start something else.
Yeah, do something.
I love it.
Hey,
I love it.
So I haven't been able to keep track of what's going on with the chat. We actually have quite a bit of people in here just
Oh, really?
going on. Yeah, about pretty good for most of these lives.
Oh, please follow, guys. Please follow Scent Adventures. Anybody that's here with me, thank you for your support. Oh my God, there is a lot of people. Just saw all the comments.
It's going crazy here. I haven't been able to keep up with them really, but I'm kind of done with my portion of the questions. And what I like to do here is ask viewers if they've got questions for you. And if anyone out there in the audience has a question or wants to know something about the brand, go ahead and shoot it off in the comments. And then, of course, if you want to give any kind of shout out to anybody or makers or friends or family or something, I guess this is the time to do that while everyone's typing out their questions.
A little bit earlier, just to throw it out there, people had questions about like what's a good orange scent, the soap with an orange scent.
Yeah.
I saw somebody say something about like lemons,
right?
Shampoo.
Okay. So we do a signature line of soaps where my husband said there's a few questions about what we offer in citruses. And we offer a 12 variety pack of signature soaps from sandalwood to lingonberries. They're all Viking based, by the way. They're all Norse. We have a Norse twist. So everything's based on Viking stories. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're promoting witchcraft, or we get a lot of that. But really, it's based on the stories. The thank you so much. The Norse tales. So we have like Midgard's serpent. These are all like Bjorn's brew, cinnamon, orange, clove, and these are based on figures in Norse stories because people love stories, and so we're based on all of that and the artist. Oh, by the way, I should show you how pretty this is. Yeah, but we also offer signature and limited soaps.
Nice.
So seasonals. So when summertime comes, we make a lemonade soap, and when springtime comes, we make soaps for spring. These are dragon scales on top here. Sweet. All different colors. We like hand paint them.
Yeah.
And this is this one here is, and it has a custom stamp with a serpent, but this one doesn't have it. But we have a custom stamp with a serpent. And we have soap that like has crystals and glows and all of that. Thank you so much. A limoncello. Yeah, so when the summer comes, we'll have more lemon offerings. But if you go on the website and search any scent that you're interested in, like somebody said citrus, just go in the search bar, what James has right up here. Thank you, James. And put lemon or orange, and we have a ton of scents in orange. And you can also order a custom. And the custom's price is very similar to what you would buy on the shelf. You just have to wait a little bit. So
I can almost guarantee that's my man Dwight out there. He's a fan of orange scents. That guy. It has to.
Someone just said, "Am I aware about the other Valhalla company?" Yes, the other Valhalla company is a friend of mine, Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
Great guy. What people don't understand, I think a lot of followers, maybe I should clear the air, is that most of us soap brand owners know each other.
Yeah.
We don't really see each other as competitors. I mean, Tim mostly sells to men. I mostly sell to women. We're not really competing. So he sells mostly beard products. I sell mostly soap. So
I think
there's a lot of bodies to wash.
Tim is an excellent guy.
Yeah.
The brand is good. His soaps are great. What you said right there is, there's enough of you guys out there, and there's no reason for soap makers and brands to be bashing each other. Oh. Typically, in the community, a lot of soap makers support each other, buy each other's products, promote the other brand.
Yep.
Because it just makes sense, you know what I mean? Because there's not going to be, it's not like the Highlander here, you know what I mean? one one soap to rule them all, you know what I mean? Because
Yep.
there's so many different likes and interests out there, so.
Yeah, like I know John from the Black Stuff. I know Andrew Soliski.
Yeah.
You know, I've talked to Royalty Soaps. Like, in fact, one of the most famous soap makers out there turned out to be one of my cousins. It's just through genetics. We all know each other. Like, I know the owner, Danielle, of Outlaw Soaps. We're all like, and then we go to these conventions and we all meet each other and we use the same producers. And yeah, it's, you know, people might think that we compete, and we probably do at some point, but there's a lot of not competing and just understanding each other and finding camaraderie in the fact that this is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
It seems like so much fun, and it is so much fun, but let me not dissuade people by, you know, by the fun. And it's 100 hours a week minimum to do what I do, minimum, for 5 years, and you're not going to make any money the first 3 years. It's hard work, and I don't care if you're a hobbyist or you do what I do. You know, I don't know what, like, Dr. S is producing elsewhere. He's never made a bar of soap in his life. He said that in an interview on YouTube.
Correct.
So, you know, so
yes.
that's a
Started out
little
as a reseller, actually, for the soap
Marketing.
guy. You know, if you look at, and yeah, what's funny is there's so many people that are diehard Dr. S fans out there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they've never made their own bar of soap. They actually just resold Soap
Yep.
Guy and sold everybody on commercials. And
Yep.
people love
Yep.
a funny commercial, you know?
Mhm. If you can
So,
make them laugh,
yeah.
they'll love you.
And so that's kind of what unfolded all of that there. But yeah, here's a kind of little off topic here. John from the Black Stuff is thinking about, he's got a distributing company that works with him down in Chattanooga. And I think he's going to be coming into the area, I don't know, sometime this year, maybe next year, and kind of planning on doing like a soap meetup. Would that be something you would be interested in if that comes up? Can I send you out a message?
Where? Chattanooga, Tennessee?
We'll probably have it in Nashville, somewhere on the
Oh.
outskirts or something like that. I haven't totally confirmed it yet, but it's kind of in the works, at least in my brain. But I think when he comes to town, I think that'd be a good time. And I don't know,
Yeah.
I'll send you a message and see if you guys are able to make it down there. And I think it'd be pretty cool. Maybe
That'd be
like
cool.
rent out like a small convention center or something and do a cool soap meetup. I don't think there's enough of those going on because, you know, all
No.
these other hobbies, everyone's got meetups and these Comic-Cons and all that stuff. Where's the soap con? You know?
Yeah. It's such a cool craft. Like, like this could go to the sculpture end of things, or it could go to the, like, really natural. Like, that's the thing
Yeah.
too about soap makers is, like, some soap makers, like, I had 3 brands when I started this brand. One of them was completely natural, like vegan, completely essential oil. Another one was like all flowers and birds and parrots and like fruit. And the other one was Viking, like manly, like, and I had those 3 brands because you can go a million ways with this. And I think it's so cool because it's really an art.
Yeah.
It really is. And everyone that makes soap, I've not met a single soap maker. Like, to me, they're like a chef. And I know chefs, and they're very giving people, and they want to cook, okay? They want to cook, and they want to cook for you, and they want to be proud of their product the way they make it, and they want you to enjoy it, and they really, it's important to them that you have a good experience with it. So I think meeting with more people like that, I'd be totally down.
Yeah.
There's also a soap makers convention every year. I think this year is in Connecticut.
Okay. Might have to check that out. I haven't dabbled too much into that. I haven't having the birds and stuff. Eventually, I'll start trying to make some soap, but
You haven't made soap yet?
I haven't. Just some melted pour, but I don't really consider that actually making soap. So just kind of, and it didn't turn out very good.
That's how I started. I did. But if you want to learn how to make soap, I'll tell you what to order and I'll help you.
Nice. Yeah, eventually I'll want to at least, I want to dabble in it. I got like a bunch of fragrance oils that, I mess with and do little cologne things and beard
Don't
oils
put
and
cologne in
stuff.
soap though.
No, no,
Okay, I'm just making
But,
sure.
like the 200 whatever alcohol and stuff. Make my own little cologne samples and different
Oh,
little
do you?
scents and stuff. Just
Jade,
to
is the
mess around.
discount live?
I think so.
Okay, discount is live. We have somebody asking. I'm sorry. So you have alcohol-based what?
Well, like it's what's that? That 200 proof alcohol, right? Because that's what you
Yeah.
use to actually make colognes and perfumes. And then I'll just mix a little bit of fragrance oil or something and make a little travel thing. And so I dabble in some scent creation, but I haven't really made full products or nothing.
Oh,
So,
so you're interested in maybe getting it. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that about you.
yeah, maybe at some point in time, Been messing with these reviews for like 4 years now. I should at least, try
That's a
making
long
some of the
time.
products. Yeah,
So, can I ask you a question?
yeah.
What got you into asking people like me? Like, how did this happen?
You know what? That's a good question. I actually have another channel called the Nomadic Ink channel. And, I used to do all these soap reviews on that channel. And to be honest, I started Duke Cannon. I bought some Duke Cannon at like a Ross or something, and I liked the scent. And then it just kind of sent me down a rabbit hole of finding better and better products. And then I was reviewing like some products, and then I realized a lot of the products I was even reviewing were all wholesale. And so like
Yep.
after I found out later, it kind of, to be honest, it left a little bitter taste in my mouth. I even helped launch a brand. Did like a review and stuff for a brand that was launching, just to find out that they were the wholesale. And to be honest, it kind of bummed me out because like I'm putting my name out there. I'm over there saying, hey, this is a good product. And then you can just go to Adams and buy it right off the website. And I was like, dude, like kind of bummed me out. So I started diving down the rabbit hole and finding all these different brands and finding people that actually making products. And I just kind of started finding the passion for it, jumping into all these different soap groups and stuff. And it's now I'm at this point. To be honest, you brought up Andrew Saliski, and he reached out to me about a year ago and said, hey, you should start doing interviews. And so this has
That was
been like,
Andrew that had you do that?
yeah. And so this has been in the background. I was like, well, do you want to do an interview? And he said, no. So, but I've been kind of like working on this for a
He's a
year.
reclusive guy,
What's
a
that?
little bit,
Oh yeah.
like in a way. Sorry,
He's kind of like, I think a lot of
he's
people.
smart.
Yeah, he's very smart.
Mhm.
He's actually, I don't think people understand him correctly. You know what I mean? Like even when I first kind of met him in the groups, I was like, who's this guy? He's kind of, I don't know, didn't really get along exactly. But as I got to know him, I realized, man, this guy's actually really cool. He knows quite a bit. And yeah, I mean, like I said, he reached out to me and said, yeah, start doing these interviews. And it's taken me a year to even get this going. But it's hard getting people to actually come on. I've reached out to a bunch of different other soap makers and beard oil people and stuff, and the schedule is pretty tough. Like we even had a miscommunication on which Friday we were actually going to do this on, and it's been kind of tough. But I just think it's kind of cool. Change over from actually reviewing products to giving, I call them soap addicts. Right, all the soap
addicts?
Soap addicts, yeah. All the people out there that enjoy the soaps and the scents. But give these soap addicts a window into the actual maker. That's why I think, at least this series, will be kind of fun, and I think people might be interested in it because, gives you a little background. That first one I did with Malarkey, I think, was pretty good. I don't think a lot of people really got to know him, and going through that, you kind of see like who he is, the struggles he's gone through, what he does, and how much he actually cares about his products and stuff.
Sure does.
And I think this would be kind of a fun little series. So, but,
Yeah, I learned a lot from that. Like that guy works a full-time job, has a kid and a wife, and like he says I'm a hobbyist.
Yeah.
And like honestly, his marketing is so good. I never would have guessed that. Like he said his friend did his website, but like he's done a really good job. And the
Yeah.
same thing with the Valhalla Beard and Body, like same thing. He works a full-time job, has kids,
Yeah.
and then this is his hobby, right?
Yeah.
But like you can't tell, man. Like he said he built his website. So like there is an intelligence there that's pretty impressive. It's pretty cool that you showcase that. But you said soap addicts.
Yeah.
I was a
That's what I
soap
call 'em.
addict, but now I'm clean.
Yep. Yep. Pretty much. 'Cause, man,
Yep.
some of these people, I mean, myself included, I mean, we don't need all this soap. What do you see some of these orders, hundreds of dollars in soaps,
Yeah.
and I see these people put, they got their hauls on the different groups, and I mean, I guess we're stockpiling for the apocalypse or something like that, Or
It better be wet.
yeah,
It better be wet. Says
yeah.
Beth. Yeah, I mean, I have collectors like that.
Oh no, I think we timed out here. Oh no. Hold on 1 second. I must have messed something up, guys.
Connected.
There we go. Sorry, I don't know what happened, but
It's all right.
brought you back.
I forget what I was gonna say. What was I saying?
Talking about the soap addicts, and then
What else?
getting something wet.
Oh.
back
Oh yeah, it better be wet. But
Collectors of soap.
oh yeah, like it's nuts. Like you get somebody that buys like every bar of soap that you make. I have people like that.
there. Yes.
I'm like, you have to have 75 bars of soap. Like
Oh yeah.
they show me bins of soap that they have organized, and
Yep.
they collect. But like there's collectors of everything. There's collectors of bobbleheads and magazines and comic books. And,
Yeah.
like it's just another collector. At least it's a clean habit. It's not gambling. It's
Yeah.
not drinking. It's not drugs. Like it's at least it's like a, like I don't know. Maybe I'm enabling all of you in the audience.
Yep.
Look,
Soap enabler.
Soap Bobby says it's okay.
I think it's great, to be honest.
Yeah.
For one, so many great scents out there. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I think that's the biggest draw for people is once you find like a decent scent or something
Yeah.
that just wows you.
Mm-hmm.
That's at least what kind of drew me into this whole thing for sure. But I think that's mainly it. And then obviously you get really nice looking soaps as well, and even cool looking boxes. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so many
yeah.
different aspects of this niche that I think is attractive to a lot of the soap addicts out there.
That Halls of Valhalla one right there that you have,
Yeah.
the yellow one right there.
Yep.
You see the stamp?
Yeah.
So we have what I didn't mention earlier is that we have a lot of like artists that work for us, and we work with other creators. And another creator made that stamp for me,
Nice.
and so it's a custom stamp on that soap there. We stamp it in gold, and a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't need to glow in the dark. Oh, it doesn't need to be stamped in gold. But like, it's nice to have something once in a while and make you feel, like it's nice. Like it's
yeah.
this is for me. It's like a little collector's piece.
Yeah.
And I love that soap. That was the second soap we ever made. That's that gold one there.
Really.
Yep.
Still in the lineup, lime,
Yep.
neroli, and frankincense.
And
Don't
neroli
forget.
is just fancy orange, Italian orange.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see some of these listeners out here, anybody that's new, come on to our lives or just go on the website and challenge us for a custom soap. And James, I have a surprise for you when it gets there. You'll see.
Really.
But I'd like to see somebody order something really interesting for our customs. I'm always looking for new combinations. And if it's really good, we might make more of it and make it available for your friends. That happens sometimes. So,
Yeah, that's awesome. I know for sure there's quite a bit of scent mixers in this chat right here that definitely could probably come up with some cool combinations. So, but
Jake, can I unplug this and walk around? Okay, I'm just going to show you really quick something.
Yeah.
Since you're here, let me show you something. You've seen it, but I don't know if the Your followers have seen it.
Yeah, yeah. Show everybody.
Over here,
Look at this.
behind me, these are some fragrances and colorants that we have here. And they go on and on and on. And that's not even all of them. There's more. There's more over here.
Nice.
And this is where we make this. We make the soap right here, right in front of you. And then we cure it here. And then over here, these are some of the finished soap shelves. Here's some more over here. We don't have a lot of space. We're in New York. And we're looking for other soap makers and other producers. Just ignore the coffin. It's not there.
No one's
nothing.
in there.
But these are this is the famous breast milk soaps. They're on a separate shelf, completely separate. Don't touch anything else in case you want them. And then we have more soaps curing here. All here. You don't want to see my garage. It's all packing materials. And then we do all of our shipping. It's just a tiny little place. Right there. There's my husband. Say hi, husband.
Hey.
There's Bevan. She's helping.
Hi.
Awesome. Got the crew in there.
Yep. We have about 9 people now.
Nice.
But this is, it's Friday night. Everybody's home.
Yeah. Chilling. That's awesome, man. You got the whole little shop going on there. Nice little tour. And then, so if someone does want to come on, I think we already touched base on this again, but bring it up real quick. If you're doing a custom soaps, when is that? Thursday nights or?
Yeah, we do it Thursday. Like, you can order a custom. It doesn't have to be live. We don't necessarily have to make it live. If we have any issues, we'll let you know. Just keep in mind that soap has to cure, so it's going to take a few weeks. So it could take up to a month till you get it, But yeah, if you want to order something and then make it on a live, we will literally, you can help pick out the colors. And this is what makes us unique and maybe a little more expensive. Like, you can't get that service for most of the time. These are all customs here. Do you see those little stickers there?
Yeah.
Those are people's names and order numbers. And if you look over here, those are lotions we made for people, beard balms, car air fresheners, and skulls.
Nice.
And these are perfumes or colognes and body oils. So if you want a tobacco, raw honey, hickory, and I don't know, vanilla or sandalwood, we could mix that for you.
Nice.
So whatever you want, we can make it pretty much in any product that we carry, including candles. So,
Cool. And then,
Yep.
you said, you're going to start expanding into some deodorants and stuff like that. Have you tried making a beard butter?
yeah, I made a beard balm
Okay.
and a beard oil.
And the balm's got a lot of wax in it, or a little bit of wax in there, right, for styling and stuff.
Yeah, it's got beeswax and shea butter and mango. Thank you. Yes, here it is. Mango butter, beeswax, essential oil, shea butter, and fragrance oils. And the one that we made is just a little sample because we're asking people to try it and give us feedback on how to improve it. There's some right there on that shelf there where the skulls are.
There.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So they're just little samples. These are available. They're brand new. And they're just little beard balms. But we also have beard oils. And you can get a custom beard oil. And you can just tell me what you want it to smell like. There's a little place in checkout notes where you can tell me, Deb, I want it to smell like a campfire and marshmallows. Just give me I want it to smell like the ocean with a pine forest. You could tell me and I could probably figure it out.
Okay.
So, and we love doing that. So.
Nice. All right, so people are talking about this code. That showers code is for signatures, correct?
Yeah,
Signature
signatures,
soaps?
candles, and beard products, right?
I think they're on beard products for some reason, but
Can you just select anything that's called beard? It's 2 products.
there's
Beard oil and beard balm. All right, it works on the signature.
Okay.
It works on the signature soaps. He can't get it to work on the beard products.
They don't know.
Oh, signature soaps. Oh, well, it's on the website. Signature soaps. It's under soaps and their signature.
That's what it is. My man Dwight over here, he's going crazy with the non-signatures. He was wondering why it didn't work. I think he's got it figured out now. Dwight, I think you're gonna like these. I got a box coming, like you said, right? And I think I'm gonna do an
Monday
unboxing video for that because I'm not sure what you added to my order, but I think it's different than what I actually ordered. So I think that would be cool to do a nice.
I
little,
said what you ordered, but I might have sent something else too.
Awesome. Yeah, so I think doing like a little unboxing maybe would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Do a little unboxing video for you and see what's inside. So I'm pretty excited about that. I was hoping it was going to be here today, to be
Me
honest,
too.
just so I can kind of showcase some stuff and have a little bit.
You
more
sent it
insight.
Monday.
Yeah. It's slow. I have a terrible postman over here. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everything always comes another day or 2 days late for some reason, but oh well.
Oh, okay. My husband says he wants me to check the code.
Okay.
I'll make sure that the code is up and running. Discount showers. Let's look it up. Showers. Got it. Yep, 25% off.
Sort of show up different than all the rest of them.
Search collections. Oh, it's collections. That's why. You got to look up specific products. Beard. I'm sorry, James.
Yeah, no problem.
Beard balm. We also sell wrapping paper and all sorts of other stuff. I don't know if you've got any people that have like exotic animals like we do. Bearded dragons and turtles and snakes and ferrets and all of that. But anyway, it now works on beard products.
Okay.
25%. Just use the code showers. 25%.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. I'm pretty sure
Thank
people
you.
appreciate that. Looks like they're trying to get an order in and try this stuff out.
Also, if you sign up for the rewards program, you also will get rewards for that.
No, it's only good.
Okay.
How are the car fresheners? Someone's asking.
They last longer than you want them to last. That's what I will say.
And they're a cool little skull, aren't they? Little skull bottle.
Yes, they come in a glass skull bottle. They're all natural materials except for the tiny cork. I just made the wax melts on sale too. And they last forever. Even if you're down south or in a hot climate like California. I'm sorry, I'm not completely paying attention. I'm just making sure everything is discounted for you. Then it still lasts at least 4 months. So you're going to get tired of it before it's done. They look like...
That's the one that was in my car.
Yeah, I could tell it's a little sticky because it's 6 months old, but there's ethical glitter. This one's lingonberry and spice, going with the Norse theme. This one smells like pancakes. This one is night violet, but we have ones like that are like tobacco flower and honey and hickory and yeah, we got coffee.
Nice.
A lot of bird themes in there too. You'll see
I love it. Like cough. Okay.
coffee.
I like the theme, you know what I mean? Like you got the feathers that you get and everything. I think it's pretty cool. You know, you've done quite a bit of work putting this all
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, I've worked really, 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 really hard. Like, I'll tell you, my one big regret is how much time I've put into this. This is my baby. Like, have you, like, anyone that's had a baby out there, they know that, like, twilight stage you go into after you have a baby where, like, time drops and, like, you're exhausted. You can't even take a shower. And, like, that's what, like, having a business is, but, like, it's, like, 5 years. It's, like... It's crazy, but you know you'll grow quickly if you focus hard. And I'm really proud of this place, and I'm most proud of not just my products but the community we've built and our staff. Like if you look at my photos, not these photos are not her photos, but if you look at the work that this website has gone under and the transformation that we've been because of the people we've hired in the last six to 8 months, our team they're really good people. Like any one of these people here would give you the shirt off their back. They're all amazing individuals that are super creative. Yeah, you'll see them on my social media too. They have their own little things going on.
And they're making soaps with you as well. And I mean, did they start as soap makers, or did they kind of learn quite a bit of that? Okay.
I had one woman start as a cleaner, and I realized she could cook really well. And when I made that connection, I'm like, you could make soap.
Nice.
And so I brought her downstairs, taught her how to make soap. She took to it like that. And then I found out not only was she a professional chef, but she was a doctor.
Wow.
So like I have a doctor working here, like an actual doctor. And then I found out the other person was an accountant. We have some brilliant people working here. We got another guy that's got I want everyone that works here smarter than me. I'm an idiot. I just like to make soap, and I like I like stuff. I like weird stuff, and I like to make soap and content. But I want the people around me smarter than me. And that's my goal.
Okay.
That's my goal. And I achieved that. And I'm very proud of that. I love my people here.
That's awesome. Man, I really appreciate you coming on here. I think this was a good interview, you know?
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah. And
this has been so much fun. I see some of my folks in the chat too. I see Kelly. She's been working for me for 2 years. She's in the chat here. She's brilliant. She's studying to be an RN. It's pretty cool. Does anybody have any questions?
I think they're all just chatting amongst themselves. They're having their
That's great.
They're having their own little time over there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dwight wants a orange scented car freshener. Is that something that you could put together for him?
Yeah, I actually have one called Bjorn's Brew. That's orange, cinnamon, and clove. Or if you want just orange, I can do that too.
Yeah,
I can do orange.
Give him like the strongest orange you can possibly.
I can do it. I got blood orange.
Oh man, he's sold. I already know it.
I could do creamsicle. I could do blood orange creamsicle with like vanilla in it.
Nice.
Whatever you want.
Okay. And
do
so
it.
if he say he does get on here and he finds your car freshener, right? It would just be
Oh. Yeah, if you look up car, and then if you're looking for if you don't find what you want, there it is, right there on the left, the one with the big purple thing. Yeah, click on that. And then if you scroll through those photos, you'll see like 29 options. And if you don't find what you want, just go to the customs and order a custom and just tell me what you want and I'll make it.
Okay. Poison.
Or Kelly will make it. Kelly's got a sharp nose. She doesn't think she does, but she does.
Okay.
I see you, Kelly.
Pina colada. Oh yeah, they sound good.
Yeah, the photos show it too. Like if you scroll through the photos, you can see it.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mandrake's Magic Potion. There's Mists of Valhalla. And a lot of these are soaps. And they're scents that Norse Amber, it's peach and amber right there. And some of them glow in the dark.
Oh, even the car fresheners do?
Some of them, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
A couple of them. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. Yes, we're on TikTok shop, Facebook shop, Instagram shop. We're going to be on YouTube. Somehow we grew 10,000 followers on YouTube. Don't ask me how. In the last 2 weeks, I've been tiny forever. I don't know what happened. But yeah, like the last 3 weeks, I guess maybe somebody posted a review video of me or something. I've gained 10,000 followers in the last couple of weeks. So I don't know what happened there, but
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. I went from like 5,000 to 15,000 almost overnight.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And then you do multi-stream, so like if they can catch you on your Facebook group, right?
Yep.
They can catch you on the TikTok. Is it also on the Instagram as well?
Yes, it is on the Instagram and on the FaceTube. And also, on the TikTok, the X, and the Twitch. We're on like 6
Wow.
different platforms.
Oh yeah,
Gotta be.
yeah. Got the tech man back there working his
Yeah,
magic.
I
He's
got
gotta
my
be.
own nerd right here.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yule Hearth is it's like a pine and a smoke and like a berry and a little sugar. It's oh.
See my birds? Hear my birds back there. You want some of that too? They're
I
getting,
heard
they're,
that.
they're getting cranky. It's about their bedtime. You can hear them back
Yeah, I
there
was gonna
just
say it
going
sounds like
nuts.
bedtime o'clock from my bird brain.
Yeah. So yeah, we've
Good
been on
night
here.
night.
Hey, you want to say hi? Say hi. Shy as soon as you ask him to do something, I swear. So yeah, we've been on here for a good hour and 40 minutes. We should probably wrap it up, I guess. This has been
Okay.
super fun. I think a lot of people learned quite a bit about you and the brand,
Yeah.
and people have got some reasons to check you out and give you a try. And then, of course, check you out on all the different social media accounts to see what you're actually doing there every night.
Yeah, we're
basically.
bigger on TikTok. It's like being famous in Japan or something.
Yeah,
Until they
James and Jenny.
until they ban it,
yeah.
and then you're just gonna see me all over Facebook and YouTube probably. So
Okay.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but you know, I'll see ya. And
Yeah.
I appreciate everyone watching. And James, thank you so much for the opportunity. It's really great to get to know you and your birds, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you around. And I can't wait to hear what you think of the box. And there's something in there, so I'm sure you'll be reaching out to ask me about it. So
Okay, now you got me curious. Okay, I will. Sounds good. So, yeah, we'll wrap this up. I appreciate everyone who's jumped on the stream tonight. This was awesome. And if you are watching this later after it's not live, leave a comment down below and check out Birds of Valhalla.
thank you so much, James. Have a great night.
See you guys.
Bye bye.
Peace.